At last, the long-awaited sequel to one of the best Marvel films of this decade, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, is finally upon us in all its $200 million glory, and the big topic of the film, ladies and gentlemen, is daddy issues. That's what we waited 3 years for. What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve Pulaski, back and better than ever with another video review. The only one I'll be doing this weekend, and the only film I'll be seeing this weekend. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, okay, reassembles the same gang of kind of misfit superheroes that we saw before. Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket the Raccoon, Baby Groot now, and Drax. So they're all back together again, saving the world twice, as they say. And the main setting of the film takes place on Ego's planet. Ego is played by Kurt Russell and reveals himself to be Star-Lord's father, biological father, early in the film. So the film takes place on Ego's planet, which is like a connection of Ego himself. Ego is only assisted by a companion named Mantis, who's like a praying mantis crossbred with a human being who can sense the emotions and empathy through the feelers on her head. There's a great joke between her, Drax, and Star-Lord early in the film, which I really liked. So the film revolves largely around that, coupled with Gamora reconnecting with her sister Nebula. Nebula makes her first time appearance, and Yondu and his gang of superheroes who are at first trying to outwit the Guardians of the Galaxy, but then sort of work to become part of them as well, and sort of, you know, work together and whatnot when they find out Ego's true intentions and such. So there's not a ton here that warrants a trip to the theater, and that's my biggest problem, is that now that Marvel has branched into TV series, okay, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, they've been wildly successful creating a lot of TV shows for Netflix and for even primetime television. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 feels like an episode of a TV series. It doesn't feel like a film. It deals with a lot of alienation, loneliness, and sort of the misfit fatigue now of like these group of misfits who are so used to being alone that now come together to work, you know, to work as a collective, but they're so used to operating alone that it is difficult for them to kind of, you know, work within their means and work with each other rather than against each other or for themselves. Now, that's an interesting idea, but when that's the focus of the film and the other half is a lot of overwhelming, overblown, almost nauseatingly colorful action sequences, it creates a very uneven tone in the film that it never quite overcomes. And James Gunn, who's a really good writer, knows how to write good character situations and fun, makes moments of fan service work. And that's incredible about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 as well, is that the moments that are completely fan service, whether you see Baby Groot dancing in the opening credits, whether you see Rocket the Raccoon mouthing off against a very tight-lipped, mild-mannered jury of these gold alien creatures that you see again early in the film, or you see Drax and Star-Lord, like I mentioned before, betting on what Mantis's powers are, or what she uses her feelers for. That's the funniest stuff in the film, and a couple of the action sequences work. Again, I'm going to keep referencing right now, and in my written review link below, highly recommend you read it. I'm going to keep referencing the opening parts because that's where some of the best stuff is. It has one of the best action sequences too that kind of subverts the body count of superhero films that we're so used to seeing, and the bloodshed and whatnot. But overall, by the hour mark, and then I looked and I'm like, I got an hour and a half to go, and the film doesn't really show me anything, and it like plods along as if it's going to show you something, but then you just realize that this is kind of an intermittent, standalone episode or movie that doesn't really connect in any way to the original, and only suggests that hopefully Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will do something bigger, better, and more involving than this. I give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 a C- because I do think it has merit, a generous C-. If I might add, a 2 out of 4 stars on my personal website. Read the link below. Highly recommend you do. Thank you all for watching, for subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video review. Bye.